In my hands, I have the TaylorMade 300 mini driver. Is there a point to this golf club? Who is it for? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about, this unique bit of kit, give you an idea if it is going to suit your game, and yeah, just give you my opinion on something that is very unusual on the golf scene today. First off though, before I get into everything, if you're new to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. So some of you may be familiar with the 300 series of drivers that TaylorMade released a couple of decades ago, fairly popular at the time. And as you can see, this new mini driver takes its kind of design cues from it. It's a 307cc head, so modern drivers around about 460cc usually. That's the maximum they can go to. And then a 3-wood round about 180 to 200cc. That's the kind of size we're talking about. So it fits somewhere in the middle. And TaylorMade say that this is a product designed for those of you who just cannot get on with a driver. If you step on the tee, you place the driver down behind the ball and it just puts the fear of God in you, then this could be the answer. Equally, if hitting a 3-wood off the deck is your worst nightmare, they also say that this could be your saviour. So what technology has TaylorMade packed in here? Well, as you can see, we have twist face technology. So technology we've seen the drivers for the last few years, trying to just increase your accuracy. We have speed pocket on the sole here, just trying to give you more ball speed, retain ball speed on miss hit slow in the face. That'll be especially important when hitting this thing off the deck. We have a V-steel sole plate, again something we've seen in TaylorMade's fairwoods of late, just trying to help with turf interaction, get you picking that ball up into the air, no problem at all off the deck. We have a carbon composite crown, we have adjustable hosel, and yeah, as you can see, it's quite a smart looking wee head we've got here. But the thing is there a point to it? Is there, is this going to suit many golfers? Well, for me, it doesn't suit my game at all. I enjoy hitting driver. I think most golfers these days do. Drivers are so forgiving, so user-friendly. If you get the right fit for you, it will do the job. So it's not something I would look to off the tee generally. I'm also someone who's very confident with a 3-wood in their hands. Hitting off the deck, hitting off the tee, whatever I need to do, I can turn to my 3-wood. Having tested out in the golf course, it is a real fairway finder. We've got a slightly shorter shaft, it's in between driver and 3-wood length, so it's going to give you a little bit more control. Some of you might just think that compact head just suits your eye, gives you more confidence to try and find the sweet spot. If you're the person that the driver just puts the fear of God into you, if you can't get on with a fairwood, you just can't find one you like, then this could be the answer. Now, for those of you who think you'll fit into the category of the mini driver, this is just the hole where it will come into its own. Tight tee shot, anything right at the fairway bounces into the jungle, it's absolutely dead. But, I've got trees out there that if I pull it, if I hit an iron, I'd be in them. So I need to, get it past those trees on the left, but I cannot, under any circumstances, go right at the fairway. So, it could just be that fairway finder for you, the thing that you set down behind the ball. We face with a tight tee shot. Don't like the look of driver, don't like the idea of your 3-wood. But this just might give you the confidence to give it a rip up the middle. So just a wee off the tee distance test. I'll hit the mini driver, my own driver and my 3-wood. And yeah, we'll just see, hopefully 3 similar strikes, walk up the fairway and just see exactly how much, difference there is between the 3. And if this mini driver is just slotting in the middle of the 2. That was awesome. There we go. Yep, 3 pretty similar strikes. Let's go see where they've ended up. Not really surprising, the results here. This will be my 3-wood. Yep, so yeah, the mini driver's probably got about 5 yards. They were fairly similar strikes, so mini driver about 5 yards on the 3-wood, and then another 10-15 yards up the fairway was the driver. It was probably the best of the 3 strikes, to be honest. It's got up the hill a wee bit more, and yeah, it's just that mini driver is going to off the tee, 13.5 degrees of loft. It's going to slot right in between that driver and 3-wood distance, so you're not sacrificing much when it comes to distance over your driver. Getting that little bit over your 3-wood, is that going to be the fit for you? Is that going to be the thing? And It allows you to get everything you want out of your fairway finder, something you've got more confidence in, but crucially, you know, not sacrificing distance too much. You know, as I say, it is a niche product. It's not going to be for everyone, but it does the job it's supposed to do so well. Now, I have to say, off the deck, the mini driver, it's easier to use than it might first look. Now, yes, TaylorMade's incorporated their V-steel sole to try and help with turf interaction and getting up in the air, but you know, at the end of the day, it's 307cc, it's about 100cc bigger than most fairway woods, most 3-woods, but I mean, it just picks up the turf, no bother. So par 5 here, got about 260 into a puff of breeze. If I could have a 15th club in my bag, this would be it, because this is where the kind of shot, it just comes into its own. High, touch of fade, and I think that's just about got the legs to get there. With the 3-wood, I wouldn't quite have the distance. You know, I'd probably end up just a little bit short. So yeah, off the deck, it might look a little bit daunting at first, but once you've had a few smashes with it, it's a piece of cake. Let's take a look at the numbers I got earlier on today with my SkyTrack launch monitor using Pro V1 golf balls. Now, I tested using my current TSI 3 driver and TSI 3 wood to try and give you, an idea of what the TaylorMade mini driver, this 300 mini driver, is offering. Now, I hit it both off the tee and off the deck, just really to try and give you an in-depth comparison. So, pulling up all the numbers here, you can see with the mini driver, it's fitting in between my 3-wood and my driver pretty well in terms of ball speed, distance. It's launching a little bit higher, spinning around about the 3,000 mark for an average total distance of 275. So, it's about 20 yards short of my driver and then about 10 to 15 yards longer than my 3-wood off the tee. And yeah, as you know, that's what it's supposed to do. It's 13.5 degrees of loft. It's supposed to slot in between your driver and your 3-wood. Off the deck, I was finding that there wasn't that great of a increase in distance or speed when compared with my 3-wood. You can see that, of course, hitting it off the deck, the spin rates climb a little bit and the distance goes down slightly. But the fact that I'm only getting 5 yards added total distance with the mini driver off the deck when compared with my 3-wood, it's not that great. I will say though that it is very easy to hit off the deck, so the fact that I was able to still produce good, pretty solid numbers with it off the deck is impressive. But I'm not really surprised by those numbers. As I say, it really is. It's designed to slot in between your driver and your 3-wood, and it's for that player that just can't get on with one of those products, whether you just hate your driver or hate your 3-wood. As those numbers show, this could be a good fit for you. So hopefully this video has given you everything you need to know about the TaylorMade 300 mini driver. Is there a point to this golf club? Well, not for me, but for some of you watching this, it might just be your perfect fairway finder. Now, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Do not forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you've not already, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.